Give you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Right away, they'll change the look. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Love, he's going to change the play here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
5, 97. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Sliding out of the pocket. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, tried to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Ready.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now they'll change things up. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Love. And this is incomplete. This defense for the Pats, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Play action this time with Love. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Love. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Walker. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. He was blown up in the backfield. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Out of his end zone, Cousins.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You talk about this Seahawks defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Gun.
Cousins now on second down. His throw incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll send Parker in motion right. On 3rd down, Cousins. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Whelan. He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Parker in motion right. Throwing, Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Hamler now on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Ready up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put... Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Love throwing for it. Staying on his feet. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Gun. Good route here.
Here's Cousins. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Patriots 7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll send Parker in motion right.
Black.
Now Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are once again back in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 2. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Ready.
And some strong running.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down. They go bootleg. Love. Going right back to Fant. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, going to the air with Love. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Seahawks at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Love, they go play action now. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Cousins going to change it up. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away 1/2 of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On the double.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains.
Oh, what a move.
Fighting through, and he's got space.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Cousins to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a loss of 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Love. That's into a crowd, and it is. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league, but a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now Ryland for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Patriots 24, Seahawks 12.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. Taking in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And some room to run now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play action this time with Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Smash, red. Rail, yellow. Set.
Glove. And that's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep this a 12-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Through the middle of the field. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run again with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Hey, we're good. We're going.
Cousins. Swings this out for Hunt. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Love now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers, inside the 20. And the Patriots are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
Good route here.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Seahawks 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back to Walker on first down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now Love going to change things up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Cousins. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To the air again, it's Cousins. That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now they'll shift things around. From the red zone now, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing.
He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. George Pickens with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Love throwing for it. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing here, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick. Just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Hunt is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Now he's free at the 35. Oh, Walker showing the power. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Love. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Cousins here to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got room at the 30. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down to the 7-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final 1st down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.